This is a 1961 Roadster. It's a 356 Roadster. I've owned it for about 15 years, and it originally was sold in Butte, Montana. The original selling dealer was Knievel Imports, who was Evel Knievel's father. I'm the second owner, and it's got 56,000 original miles. This is a 1965 356 sunroof coupe. It's an SC. This is the 90 horsepower. That has electric sunroof, and this is the last year of the 356 model in that series. This is a 1967 912 soft window Targa. This is the first year that Porsche made a Targa, and the first year they had a zip-out rear window as opposed to a fixed glass window, which they later used in the Targa. This particular car, I've owned about 7 years. Totally original. Has about 90,000 miles, and I have every record from the beginning, the original sales invoice. So it's kind of nice to have a totally original car, which is very difficult to find. This is a 1969 sunroof coupe. I've had this about 5 or 6 years. It's been totally restored as opposed to the original Targa. The 912 is essentially a 911 with a 356 engine, 95 horsepower. So it's not quite as fast as the 911, but a lot of people wanted 912s instead of 911s in the early days of the 911 because they were used to the 4-cylinder, reliable engine, easy to maintain. This is a 1970 914-6. I've had this particular car for 29 years. I bought it in 1976, and this is the first Porsche that I acquired. The 914-6 is a 914. Most of the 914s had 4-cylinder Volkswagen engines. The 914-6 model, which they didn't make very many of these, about 1,500 came to the United States. But it was a 6-cylinder 911 engine as opposed to the 4-cylinder Volkswagen engine. And this one has been modified, the engine's been modified, and this produces about 220 horsepower and weighs about 2,000 pounds, so it's quite fast. This gold car is a 1973 911S. It is metallic gold, but it has about 60,000 original miles, and I'm the third owner of this car. The 73 911 is considered to be the most desirable and most collectible of the early 911s because it's the last year of a relatively lightweight and high horsepower car. This car has 190 horsepower and weighs about 2,300 pounds. So it's fairly fast, and it's a 7,500 RPM redline. So it's a lot of fun to drive. It's about a 145 mile an hour car, which in 1973 was pretty outstanding. The next 911 is a 1989 911 Speedster. I bought this car new in 89. They imported 800 of these to the United States, and made it this particular model 1 year only. It's a wide body, lower windshield, and the idea behind this car was to replicate the 50s Speedster, which was a lightweight, sort of racy looking 356, but to incorporate those features in a 911. And so this has a low windshield that's rounded, similar to the Speedsters of the 50s, and it's kind of a different look. It's low and it's aggressive looking, and this is just a whole lot of fun.